Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 15. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. All right, you guys, so I'm a little bit behind on Potomac and The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I have been sort of trapped between work. So work has been crazy. By work, I mean the work that pays my mortgage. It has been nuts at work since November, and it is no signs of slowing down. Mental health check. I am feeling a little better. I have my first therapy appointment scheduled, so things are definitely going to get better. I just know it is. Also, the sun is coming out a little more. What else? I have been trapped. I found this show on NBC called Found. I am in love with this show, so I have binge watched that. I have always been a huge Walking Dead fan, so now, we have Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, and I am living for it, okay? I am so hugely in love with Rick and Michonne. It's ridiculous. Not only that, you guys know that I love true crime, so I've been watching all kinds of true crime documentaries, and I have also been watching all these court cases. I'm just saying, I need a break. My mental is off, and it's because I've got so much going on in my mind. I need to be outside. That's what I miss. It's winter here, so it's freezing and it's raining and then it's snowing, and I'm not getting outside like I usually do. I'm not getting my, 5 to 10 mile walks because I ain't going outside and it's 32 degrees. I'm just not doing it. Anyway, let's get into the show. I have just gave you guys a little bit of what the hell happens in my life, and you have gotten a little peek into my brain, and it's a lot going on in there. Anyway, I love you guys. Let's just get into the show. So it's day 2. They're in the Dominican Republic, and Wendy and Candace has just walked in on the group. Wendy and Candace notice that they clam up as soon as they walk up, but Wendy's not here for it. She keeps asking them, well, what did we miss? What are you talking about? What's going on? The one who is the most offended clams all the way to hell up. It's just crickets. It's crickets. Giselle is sitting there trying to change the subject. She says, we could just talk about it later. We'll move on or something. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. In my opinion, Giselle is afraid. I think that Giselle is afraid of Wendy and Candace, not because she thinks they'll be physical with her, but because she knows that they are wordsmiths. She knows that they can read, and she also knows they are very quick-witted. I think that Giselle doesn't want to speak up and say anything to them because she doesn't want to be embarrassed again. She is constantly embarrassed every single season. So she's sitting there on mute. Not only that, maybe that's part of the reason why she has tried to ice them out this season, because every reunion they read her for filth. And I'm thinking that maybe she thinks that this reunion, since she hasn't said much to Wendy or Candace, that she'll be able to slide by. But no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't care if somebody else is a wordsmith. I don't care if they are better at the read. I do not care if they are quick-witted, and I am not. If I am concerned that you are doing anything or saying anything negative about my children or my child, I'm going to speak up. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Even if me speaking up brings about violence, I don't give a damn, because 9 times out of 10, it's probably my violence. I'm just saying, don't play with my child, period. Giselle didn't want to stick up for herself. She didn't want to stick up for her daughter. She sat there on mute and let Robin bring it up. And I said, wait a minute. You had all that energy for Candace and Wendy all morning. You were just talking mad shit. But as soon as they walk up on you, it's all quiet and you could talk about it later. That's a bunch of bullshit. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Open your mouth and let it come forth. What is it that you were saying a few seconds ago? That's what Wendy was asking. The next day she wants to pull Karen to the side because she wanted Karen to step up and fight for her. Karen said it better than I could. No, ma'am. You as a mother didn't open up your damn mouth, but you wanted me to do it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. All season, Giselle has been trying to ice Wendy and Candace out, and it has not worked. It is not working. Now you're trying to get Karen to jump on the bandwagon. You want Karen to stand up for you, and that is not fair to Karen. This is what she does to Karen every season. Last season, when Wendy and Mia were going at it, you wanted Karen to get involved and stop Wendy from advocating for herself. Absolutely not. This is a bunch of bullshit. I'm sick of seeing this same dynamic. I agree 100% with what Wendy and Candace said. Neither one of them F with you, Giselle. And they are absolutely not saying anything negative. They are not wishing anything negative on your children. They never said anything bad about your kids, and I don't believe that they would. Now, would Giselle and Robin say something bad about Wendy's kids or Candace if she had kids or any of the other girls? Absolutely, I believe that they would. But this is a whole bunch of crap. This makes zero sense. And I did not appreciate Ashley asking Candace, well, what was the snickering about? First of all, Ashley, Candace was just pouring into you at lunch. She was just telling you how strong you are and what a good mom you are and that you can be independent. And here you are jumping on this bandwagon. And Candace was very clear. I do not like Giselle, but I would never say anything bad about her children. I would never wish anything bad about her children. I would hope that every last one of those women would think twice before they ever spoke bad on children or wished bad on children. They are the innocent. I just can't stand it. I'm sorry. I seen one of my YouTubers that I really like. He made a comment the other day that reality TV is boring. Now I'm going to say this. Part of me agrees with him. It's situations like Potomac, last season of Atlanta, and last season of The Real Housewives of Jersey that really started to turn me off on the Housewives. Several seasons of The Real Housewives of Orange County as well. When they don't do anything new, they don't do anything fresh, and they don't spice up the cast, it becomes stale and just more of the same. And the fact that Bravo and Andy have decided that they're not going to do anything to spice up that cast over there at New Jersey, I'm not interested. And the same thing is happening here at Potomac. We found out that the show wanted Wendy to bring in NECA. Wendy wanted to bring in Kay, which is what I'm calling her until I remember to write down her name. And Wendy didn't want to mess with NECA. She wanted to bring in her friend Kay, and I think that that was the best thing to do because Kay, to me, is working out better. She should have been the housewife, not NECA. NECA, to me, is a one and done housewife. I think that Kay should be back next season as an official friend of, and let's see how that goes. If not, actually bring her back as a full-fledged housewife. Just get rid of NECA because she has delivered nothing. Anyway, I'm just on a bit of a rant. I'm going to move on. Now, later on, they have this birthday dinner for Ashley, Havana Nights or something like that. Candace almost choked to death when Giselle walked out of there in her little dress trying to do a little shake and shimmy. Now listen, Candace is wrong for that, but it was hilarious. However, in all honesty, Giselle was given. Giselle's legs looked amazing and her body looks amazing. I thought Giselle was gorgeous and, shake it if you can. I'm just saying. Anyway, when Ashley comes out in her outfits, Lord, Candace was extremely disrespectful. She says Ashley gives $2 hoe 99% of the time. That is so rude. So rude and so disrespectful. I am not a fan of Ashley's fashion sense. I do not like half the stuff that she wears. I think that it just looks cheap. And I'm not saying she looks cheap. I'm saying the outfits look cheap and they look tight and they look the same and exposing, and I don't love it. That's all I'm saying. But it's not all right to call this woman a $2 hoe. Anyway, Karen decides that this is a good time to bring up the whole Robin and Candace friendship. And to be honest, it's 15 episodes in. We're 15 episodes in, and we've been dealing with this shit for 15 episodes. They have brought this up almost on every single episode. And at this point, it's just like Candace said, everybody should just shut the fuck up and move on from it. I don't need to see Candace and Robin be friends. I really don't. Robin continues to only see her side of the situation, and she's a victim. Candace is clearly seeing her side of the situation, and she doesn't want to see any side that Robin might have. Personally, as a grown-up, I'm grown. Personally, as a grown-up, if I truly had this friendship that Candace says that she had with Robin, there is no way that I would have let it get to this. We would have sat down off camera and we would have had a full-fledged come to Jesus moment. And one or two things would have happened. Either one, we would have made up, or two, we would have said, you know what, let's call it a wrap. And that's what it would have been. A little high, a little bye, and that's all. I'm not going to drag this out for 15 more episodes. We're just not going to do it. And what I don't love about it too is production always wants to throw up that flashback of that one moment that she was there for Candace and Chris. But they never show any of her other moments, especially her moment on Watch What Happens Live, when she says that Giselle was not lying, and that, Chris was drunk, and, she doubled down on Giselle's stuff. And did anybody else notice that every time they bring up this whole Chris situation, they bring up Giselle, they bring up Robin, but nobody is really bringing up Ashley and the bullshit that she tried to add. She sprinkled in a little too damn much. Nobody is bringing up that Mia was saying that Chris was staring at her, he was looking at her. Nobody is bringing that up. Okay, let's not forget that they were all in here stirring the pot on this Chris situation. I'm just saying, let me go on about my business. So while they're celebrating and supporting Ashley, they had this little flashback of her, her 8 seasons on The Real Housewives. And I said, this would be a great time for them to wrap her up and let this be her last season. She's shown us, what she's shown us. And I think that's enough. I'm going to move on. Now, they had that conversation with Karen and Giselle, and like I said, Karen was absolutely right. Don't ask me to stand up for you and your children if you're not going to stand up for your own damn kids. Grow some backbone. Who gives a shit if they cuss you out and embarrass your ass? Say what you have to say. Protect yourself and your children. Period. I mean, come on. Why is this Karen's job? Also, the whole thing of you're different when you're around them. No. She is the same Karen, and them showing that flashback right after Karen had just said that she doesn't talk about Giselle behind her back. The thing is, everything that Karen said about Giselle to Candace, why are they showing that as if Karen wouldn't say that to Giselle's face? I don't believe that there is anything that Karen would not say to Giselle's face. No, ma'am. One thing is true, Karen is never afraid of Giselle. She will always say it like she means it. And I bet you they will show that at the reunion, and I bet you Karen will stand 10 toes down and say, that's exactly what I said, and I meant that. And when the ladies went out later, did you guys notice they were wearing comfortable shoes? I said, now finally. Because a lot of times when you see the girls, they are always wearing high heels, fancy clothes, and all of this mess on these trips, and they're out doing all this walking. Sometimes they're on cobblestone streets and they're wearing these sky-high heels. It makes no sense. Anyway, they get to this restaurant, and the first thing I saw was that cat, and I said, no ma'am. Cats love me. I have no idea why cats like me, but whenever I come around and there's a cat, the cat loves to walk around me. The cat eventually always ends up jumping into my lap and, waiting for me to stroke and pet it. And I always stroke and pet it, but I'm scared of cats. And so when this happens, it freaks me out, but it always happens. I don't know. I wouldn't have been very uncomfortable at that restaurant because it would only be a matter of time before that cat ended up in my damn lap. I'm just saying it happens every time. So anyway, Karen is talking about this trainer again, some former NFL player named Vernon or something. I don't know. I should have wrote his name down. Virgil. I don't know. Anyway, the man was very attractive, but Karen talked about him a little too much. It was a bit uncomfortable as much as she talked about him. And then come to find out that this man has some sort of friendship with Ashley. It's clear that Ashley is a little bit interested in this dude as well. He's talking to her in her DMs on Instagram. She's ran into him a few times. I think the story is a little bit bigger and that her and this man have probably had the sex. And if that is true, good luck to Ashley. I mean, she's sort of single, not really. And he is single and, get out there, have a good time. See if I give a damn. Anyway, Mia tries to jump on this bandwagon that Karen is different when Wendy and Candace is around. And I would like to say, Mia, take several seats. Karen will cuss your ass out no matter who the hell is around. And we have seen it. She will tell you to hell off by yourself. She will tell you to hell off with a group. She will tell you to hell off in front of your husband. It does not matter where you are. Karen is going to get you all the way together. And Wendy made a very clear statement. You think she's acting different. She's holding you accountable. And that's what they don't like. That is what they don't like. The Beige Brigade, which is what I heard somebody else call them, and I kind of like it. The Beige Brigade really wants Karen's backup. They want Karen to buy into their bullshit and stand up against Wendy and Candace. Ladies, stop the bullshit. It's not working. We are 8 seasons in, and Karen is always right down the middle. She is always right down the middle. When you're right, she's with you. When you're wrong, she says it. Karen acts like she's the mom of this group. When will they learn? Now, when they break up and split off, this is the thing that drives me crazy about all the Housewife franchises across the board. These split up girls trips. I'm sure that they must do this for production reasons. But I am someone who goes on a lot of trips, and I go on a lot of girls trips because we want to hang out. We want to be free. We want to drink. We want to dance. We want to just act the fool for a little bit and not have to be the responsible mothers that we are 24/7. Even though while we're on these girls trips, we are always calling, texting, FaceTiming with the kids and finding out what they need to do, sending cash apps and doing all kinds of stuff. We still the mom. But, we're outside. We're having a good time. But one thing that we don't do, we don't split up. We don't do that. We stick together for safety reasons, number one. And two, because we're together. I'm just saying, I hate when they do that. Anyway, the girls go skeet shooting. Giselle, Robin, Kay, and Nneka went skeet shooting. And Kay was giving Robin a sincere thank you for inviting me on this trip. And Robin, grown married woman, mother of children who are, I'm assuming high school, asked this seriously high school ass questions. She said, when Wendy brought you into the group, did she talk about us? She say anything about us? I said, what? I'm thinking to myself, you have got to be all of 16 right now asking that dumbass question. What does it matter? What does it matter? You and Giselle have been icing Wendy out. You know Wendy doesn't like you. She's told you off multiple times, and every time you always leave brokenhearted, upset and embarrassed and feeling a little stupid. Do you want to know what she's saying about you, ma'am? And Kay was not here for the shit. She said, Wendy didn't talk to me about you. And then they want to bring up the whole Wendy Nneka situation. And Kay was very clear. Nneka tried to comfort this woman talking about you sticking your spoon in, you stirring the pot. Kay settled her, cleared her quickly. Nneka, please go on about your business. You have done nothing. You have offered nothing. Please. Listen, I like Kay. She is coming in. She is trying her best to be neutral, but she is also giving real She's giving realistic, she's giving her true, honest opinions, and she's not falling for this we're picking side shit. I do believe that it was absolutely planned by Giselle and Robin to try to isolate this girl away from Candace and Wendy in the hopes that they would be able to get her on their side. It's not working. Now, Mia talking about Ashley, I thought that was disgusting. I said, you know what? It takes a gold digger to know a gold digger, and you are a true gold digger. You are upset with this woman because of her business. What Ashley is doing over here with her raggedy ass husband is not your business. Just like what the hell is going on between you and your raggedy ass husband is none of their business. Ashley doesn't give a shit if you stay with Gordon. So why do you care about what she's doing? She's got a new house. It's beautiful. It's big. It's pricey. She got a nice car. You know, her kids have a nanny. She is living the life that you used to have. And this is a problem for you, not for Ashley. And if it was a problem for Michael, he would have her divorced instantly. Worry about yourself. I'm just saying. Now, Karen did make a comment that I thought was very interesting. She said it's very easy. She says it's as easy to marry a rich man as it is to marry a poor man. But if your objective is money, you're going to be sad. And I said, well, shit, I ain't got a poor husband or a rich husband. I really could use some help, Karen. Come help me. Anyway, I thought she's absolutely right. I wouldn't want to be married to someone just because they have money. I want to be married to someone who makes my heart smile. And if that just happens to be a man who is broke, I'll take that. Because this broke guy who makes my heart smile, he and I can work together to build something that could turn out to be a beautiful life for us, where I can wake up every morning knowing that I'm loved and I love him, and that's all that matters. If I just marry someone because they have money, who's to say that I'll be happy? Who's to say that I'll smile? Yes, I know that all of the bills will be paid. And yes, I know that, where my next meal is coming from. But if this person isn't fulfilling all those other things, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Money is not that important. Not to me anyway. So Ashley having this FaceTime call with the kids and Michael not wanting to be on camera and threatening to sue her and all this shit, I would be ready to be rid of him. Ashley's been on this show for 8 seasons. She is making well over $400,000 a season. Girl. And as long as you have been on here, the fact that you haven't created other income sources is ridiculous to me. This is a major platform where you can showcase your businesses and other talents. No, ma'am. I would be dropping him as fast as I could. No, I need my life back. Forget this bullshit. Bye-bye. Now, Giselle and Ashley trying to TikTok. I wish Giselle would stop doing this. The dress was pretty. She looked great, but Giselle can't dance. Stop doing this. Now, listen, at dinner, Candace and Wendy just zing on Mia's ass and brought up the fact that Mia says that Ashley is a gold digger. Now, one thing is for sure. Mia's going to lie. Okay, Mia is going to lie her ass off. The woman lies so damn much. But one thing that I do like about Mia is when she says some shit and people bring it up, she admits to it. She admits to it right away. And that's exactly what she said. She told Ashley right away. She said, I think you're absolutely not getting a divorce because, you married Michael for his money. And Ashley said what everybody else was thinking. Didn't you marry Gordon for money? And Mia says, I may have. And I said, well, that's weird because didn't you just tell us you had a trust fund and you had more money than him? No, ma'am, we know for sure you married his ass for his money. And Ashley made a very valid comment. Ashley married somebody who has real money. Mia married somebody with fool's gold. I think Ashley is right. I think Mia is 1000% jealous of Ashley because Ashley is going through her divorce, but she is still getting a shit ton of stuff. She is still being supported. Ashley lied at that dinner. She didn't want to tell them all the stuff that Michael is paying for, but Michael is pretty much fronting her entire life. And it seems to me that she's using her money for her personal business. You know what I'm saying? I hope she is stacking those coins because this gravy train is not going to continue forever. Anyway, I think that Mia and Gordon are broke. they are going through hell right now. And Mia is already moved on to some other dude who has money. So, you don't have no business calling Ashley out, in my opinion. Now, Robin asking stupid questions. She is so interested in Karen and her personal trainer. Why are you always so interested in what the hell Karen is doing? Why is it that every season Robin and Giselle try to make it look as if Karen is cheating on her husband? They try to expose this Karen is cheating rumor situation every season, and Giselle is always a part of it. And this is the woman that wants Karen to stand up for her. But you don't have any problems trying to tear up her marriage by claiming that she is a cheater. Robin is more interested in Karen cheating on her husband than Juan down at the hotel, down at the laundromat, down at the salon, and what the hell is going on at his basketball coaching career. Worry about the man that you're married to. Stop worrying about what the hell is going on with Karen and Ray's institution. I'm just saying, this is real weird. It's getting weird. Now, Robin making that stupid comment about either you're in shape or you have a heart condition. Those are two different things. You can be in shape and still have a heart condition. One is just physical shape. The other one is an actual medical condition. You sound ridiculous. Anyway, you guys, I'm sick of this shit. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.